Hello everyone, Bhavna here, and I'm starting today RS flip-flop. So first of all we should know about what is the definition of flip-flop. Flip-flop is an 1-bit storage device. 1-bit storage device means it can store only one binary bit. One binary bit can be either 0 or 1. Okay, and flip-flop consists of two inputs and two outputs. As its name is RS flip-flop, so in this input named S and R. S stand for set and R stand for reset, and the two outputs that are Q and Q complement. Q and Q complement are complemented of each other. That means if the value of Q is equals to 0, then the value of Q complement should be equals to 1, and if the value of Q is equals to 1, then the value of Q complement should be equals to 0. You can see here the block diagram of SR flip-flop. This is the block diagram of SR flip-flop. In this you can see here are two input S and R and the two outputs Q and Q complement, and this one is the logic diagram, or we can say it as the circuit diagram of SR flip-flop. In this diagram you can see here we are using two NOR gates. These are two NOR gates and two inputs are S and R, S and R, and two outputs are Q1 and Q1 complement. Okay, so as NOR gates are used in this logic diagram, so we should know about what is the truth table of NOR gate. In NOR gate, if two inputs are A and B and then output Y is equals to A plus B complement, and the two inputs can be 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1, and in NOR gate truth table 0 0 equals to 1, 0 1 equals to 0, 1 0 equals to 0 and 1 1 is equals to 0. You can see here in this truth table, if one of the input is equals to 1, here one of the input is 1, here one of the input is 1, and here one of the input is 1. If one of the input is 1, then output should equals to 0. So you can learn truth table of NOR gate as if one of the input is 1, then the output must be equals to 0. If both inputs are equals to 0, then only output equals to 1. Okay, now come to the truth table of SR flip-flop. In we can draw a truth table of SR flip-flop as here are two inputs S and R and the two outputs Qn plus 1 and Qn plus 1 complement. Now what does the means of n plus 1? N plus 1 stands for next state. Here outputs are Qn and Qn complement. Qn denoting present state and n plus 1 denoting next state. That means whenever we provide new inputs, the next state will be derived. Okay, and in this truth table here one of the column is operation. It means when we are giving input and getting output, then what operation is performing. Okay, now start from 0 0 when the value of S is equals to 0 and the value of R is also equals to 0. What happened now? The value of S is 0 and value of R is 0. Then value of R is 0. In this NOR gate, one of the input is 0 and the next input is here Qn complement. So the output of NOR gate is 0 plus Qn complement is whole complement. Now it is equals to Qn complement double complement, then equals to Qn. So means when R is equals to 0 and S is equals to 0, here we are getting output Qn, and this Qn will go into the another NOR gate and S is equals to 0, then the output would be 0 plus Qn complement is equals to Qn complement. So in the first condition, when S and R equals to 0 and 0, we are getting output Qn and Qn complement. So write it here Qn, Qn complement, and operation is no change. Why it is no change? Because when we are giving 0 0, the output is Qn and Qn complement. It is the previous state. That means whenever we are giving these inputs, the output is not changing. The output is previous state. So operation performed is no change. Now come to the next input. Next inputs are 0 and 1. The value of S is 0 and the value of R is 1. Now you can see in this truth table, when one of the input is 1, then the output must be equals to 0. So in this NOR gate, when R is equals to 1, then doesn't matter on the another input, and the output would be equal to 0. And this 0 will go into another NOR gate, here 0, and the next input is 0, and the 0 0, the output of NOR gate is, when 0 0 input, the output of NOR gate is 1, then we will get here 1. So we can write here 0 and 1. The outputs are 0 and 1, and this output is coming while R is equals to 1. So the operation performed is reset operation. Okay, now the next inputs are 1 and 0. 1, as the value of S is equals to 1, and the value of R is equals to 0. Here in this NOR gate, one of the input is equals to 1. As one of the input is equals to 1, then the output is 0, and this output 0 will go in this NOR gate 0 0. When the input of NOR gate are 0 0, then the output is equals to 1, then 1. That means in next state we are getting outputs 1 and 0. So write here 1 and 0, and this operation is performed is set, because in inputs the value of S is equals to 1. So the operation performed is set. Now the last one, when S is equals to 1 and R is equals to 1. When S is equals to 1 and R is equals to 1. When S is equals to 1 and R is equals to 1, as we can see here in NOR gate truth table, when one of the input is equals to 1, then the output must be 0. Here in this NOR gate, the one of the input is equals to 1, then the output must be 0. And in this NOR gate also, when one of the input is equals to 1, the output must be equals to 0. But as the outputs are Q1 and Q1 complement, which should be complemented of each other, and if Q1 is equals to 0, Q1 complement will try to become 1, and when Q1 complement is equals to 0, then Q1 will be try to become 1. That means this state is not allowed in this flip-flop. So it is called forbidden state, and the output are D, D. D stands for don't care. D stands for don't care. The value of D can be either 0 or 1. Okay, so this is the operation of RS flip-flop. And now you can see here we have to construct now characteristic table. In characteristic table, what we do, we use present state and inputs, and then we write next state. So here we have to construct a table for 3 inputs. 3 inputs are present state and 2 inputs S and R. We will write combination from 0 0 0, then 0 0 1, 0 1 0, and the last one is 1 1 1. Okay, now see here, the value of SR is 0 0. In truth table, when the value of SR is 0 0, the output is Q1 and Q1 complement. That means we have to write here the value of SR is 0 0, then the output is Q1, and here the value of Q1 is 0, so we write here 0. Okay, and when the value of SR is 0 1, then we see in the truth table again the value of SR is 0 1, then Qn plus 1 is equals to 0. Then we will write in the characteristic table, when SR is equals to 0, the next state is 0. We are not taking the column Qn plus 1 complement, because it is understood that all the bits will be complemented of these all bits. The next one is when the value of SR is 1 0, we see in the truth table, when the SR is 1 0, the output is 1. So we will write here, when the value of SR is 1 0, the output is 1. And in this, when the value of SR is 1 1, the output is D. So in this, the value of SR is 1 1, then the output is D. then again the value of SR is 0 0, then we can see in the truth table the output is Qn, and here the value of Qn is equals to 1. So we will write here 1, and the value of SR is 0 1. We can see in the truth table, then the Qn plus 1 is equals to 0, and when the inputs are input SR is equals to 1 0 1 0, then the Qn plus 1 is 1, and the last one when SR is equals to 1 1, then the output is D. So the characteristic table is constructed by using truth table. Okay, now the next one is excitation table. In excitation table, what we are doing, we are using present state and next state and writing excitation inputs that are S and R. So we write the combination which starts from 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1, and these are the excitation input, and this table is constructed using characteristic table. Now see here, when the excitation table, when the present state and next state is 0 0. So look into the characteristic table, when the present state and next state is 0 0. This is the case, present state and next state is 0 0. This is also the case, present state and next state is 0 0. Here the value of S is 0, while the value of R is changing from 0 to 1. So the value of SR is taken as 0 and the value of R is taken as D. D means don't care, that means it can be either 0 or 1. So we will write here the value of SR is 0 and the value of R is D. Okay, now in the next case, when the present state is 0 and the next state is 1, look into the characteristic table. When the present state is 0 and the next state is 1, this is only the one case in the characteristic table, and the inputs are 1 and 0. So write here 1 and 0. And in the next case, when the value of present state is 1 and the value of next state is 0, we see in the characteristic table, when the value of present state is 1 and the value of next state is 0. This is also the one case in the characteristic table, and the inputs are 0 and 1. So write in the excitation table 0 and 1. And the last case, when this is 1 and 1. This is 1 and 1, and this is 1 and 1. So here are two cases again, and the value of S is changing from 0 to 1 and the value of R is 0 to 0. That means the value of S is taken as D and the value of R is taken as 0. So write in the excitation table, the value of S is D and the value of R is 0. So this is the excitation table for SR flip-flop, and next step is the state diagram. So how to draw state diagram? We will take two binary bits 0 and 1, and now check into the excitation table. When from 0 to 0 the value of R can be 1, so this is the reset state. And from 1 to 1 the value of set state can equal to 1, so this is the set state. And from 0 to 1 the value of S is equals to 1, so this is the set state. And from 1 to 0 the value of R is equals to 1, so it can be reset state. Okay, now the next one is JK flip-flop. So you have to remember that while writing SR flip-flop, the steps are, first of all you have to make block diagram, then logic diagram, then truth table, and then characteristic table, then excitation table, and then state diagram. So that is the full format of SR flip-flop. Now comes to the JK flip-flop. In JK flip-flop, you can see here the block diagram of JK flip-flop. Here are two inputs J and K and two outputs Qn and Qn complement, and then one another extra input, that is clock input. Clock is used to synchronize the whole circuit, and when clock is equals to 1 the whole circuit is working, and when the clock is 0 then the circuit will not work. Okay, and in the JK flip-flop, SR flip-flop is used. Actually, JK flip-flop is used to overcome drawbacks of SR flip-flop. The drawbacks of SR flip-flop are, in SR flip-flop, the forbidden state is coming, which we want to remove, and for removing this state we are using JK flip-flop. Now look into the diagram. In SR flip-flop, the input S and R are used, and J input is given, and Qn complement and clock input. These three inputs are given into an AND gate, and the output of this AND gate is applied to the input S. And similarly, in the next input, K input and clock input and Qn complement. These three inputs are given into this AND gate, and the output of this AND gate is applied to R, and then the whole working will follow as the working of SR flip-flop. Now you can read here, JK flip-flop is made to overcome drawbacks of SR flip-flop. Forbidden state in SR flip-flop is removed in JK flip-flop. In JK flip-flop, clocked SR flip-flop along with two AND gates are used. Okay, now how to make truth table of JK flip-flop? We can see here we are taking one column for clock input, and the two inputs are J and K, and one output, that is Qn plus 1 complement. Okay, Qn plus 1. We are taking only here Qn plus 1. Complemented column is not necessary. And the next one is operation. Now when the clock is 0, then doesn't matter what are the inputs. The inputs can either 0 or 1. So I have written here cross. That means it can be either 0 or 1. The output should equals to previous state. That means when clock is equals to 0, then it would not depends on inputs J and K. The output is equals to Qn, that is previous state, and the operation performed is no change. Now in the other cases, clock is equals to 1, and the inputs can be 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1. Okay, now come to the first input 0 0. While inputs are 0 0, then come here, clock is equals to 1, inputs are 0 0. In AND gate, when one of the input is 0, the output is 0. That means in S input is going 0, and in R 0 is going, and then it will work according to SR flip-flop. And in SR flip-flop, when the inputs S and R is equals to 0 0, then the outputs are previous state. Okay, then so we can write here Qn, and the operation performed is no change. And now the next one is when J is equals to 0 and K is equals to 1. Here when J is equals to 0, the output of this AND gate is 0, and when the K is equals to 1, K is equals to 1 and clock is 1, and the third one input, that is equals to Qn. That means output of this AND gate is Qn. Qn is the previous state. If the previous state is 0, then the inputs of this flip-flop will become 0 0. We cannot take that 0 0 because 0 0 is already taken. So we can consider the value of Qn is 1. So 0 and 1. And in SR flip-flop, when the inputs S is equals to 0 and the R is equals to 1, then the output is 1. Then the output is 0 1. So we can write here the output is 1. Okay, you can check this in the truth table of SR flip-flop. Okay, now the next one is when the inputs J and K are 1 and 0. Here the input value of J is 1 and the value of K is 0. The value of J is 1 and clock is 1, and the third input is Qn. You can see here Qn complement, which is going here. So the output of this AND gate is Qn complement, and here the value of K is 0, then the output of this AND gate is 0. Now the inputs to this SR flip-flop is Qn complement and 0. So now we have to consider the value of Qn complement is equals to 1, because if we consider Qn complement is equals to 0, the case will become 0 0, and 0 0 is already taken. and the value of SR when is equals to 1 0, then you can see in the truth table of SR flip-flop the output is equals to 0. So you can write here the output is equals to 0. Okay, and the operation performed is set. You can see all these things in SR flip-flop. And the last case is JK is equals to 1 1. So here when the value of J is equals to 1 and the value of K is equals to 1 and clock is already 1, then the input to this AND gate is equals to Qn complement, and input to this AND gate is equals to Qn. So here we will get Qn complement, here we will get Qn. So now we can assume the value of Qn. If Qn is equals to 0, then Qn complement is equals to 1, it is 0, and for 1 0 the output is 1 0, and if the value of Qn is equals, means when S is equals to 0 we are getting output 1, and if the Qn is equals to 1 and Qn complement is equals to 0, when these inputs are given, then the output will change from 0 to 1. That means we are getting output which is complemented to the previous state. So we will write in the output column Qn complement, the output we are getting, that is Qn complement, and this state is known as toggle. Toggle means the output is complemented from the previous state. So this is the complete operation of JK flip-flop, and in the JK flip-flop we don't need to write characteristic table and excitation table. The truth table is sufficient. Okay, now thank you for watching.